Hi everyone, your Tampa Bay Realtor Lance Mohr, and in this video I'm going to jump right to the point. I want to talk about how accurate Zillow's Zestimate is. I know a lot of people out there are using it and they're talking about is it accurate, is it not? So I want to give you a real example on a listing appointment I went out on this week. And sort of talk about it in Zillow because it definitely got brought up. So what happened, I went to a past client's home. A buyer's agent actually showed him the home and sold it to him several years ago. He bought it at a real good price. He's looking at selling it because he just doesn't need it anymore. He wants to downscale a little bit and do some stuff. So I went out there and I sat down, talked to him about what he needs to do to get it in condition so he could get the most money. He doesn't have a lot of money to really put into the home, but we walked through it. He was telling me it was a pretty big floor plan, but it started off small and the prior owners just kept on doing additions. So it's very cut up. So we sat down, talked about marketing, and I said, look, you're probably looking at, if you do everything I told you, which is mainly just clean it up. Declutter it, clean some stuff, do some stuff outside, a little inside, etc. It's probably looking at about $180,000. And he's like, oh, wow, that's a little disappointing. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I thought the value was worth more like $195. And I said, where'd you come up with $195? Of course, he said, Zillow, Zestimate. I said, well, here's the thing. I said, your home, once you get it fixed up and it's going to be looking better, it's still really dated. It hasn't been updated in a long time. It's a very cut up floor plan. There's only so much you could do with it without putting very much money into it. And I said, homes don't have a defined price range. They have a price range. So your home example could go, if it just wasn't in really good condition for the square footage, it might go as low as, say, 170. I said, but you need a lot of updating to do. It's very cut up floor plan. You have a neighbor outside that has a gym outside that blares this loud music. I said, there's just certain things, and your home's probably at that 180 range. I said, if you go to 185, who's really looking up to 185 or 190? They're going to 200. And he said, I agree with you. You're the expert. I'm going to listen to whatever you say. If you think it's worth 180, then we'll go for 180. And I said, let me just explain this to you. I said, I know a lot of people like to go to Zillow, and a lot of people trust Zillow. I said, first off, my opinion, Zillow is just a scummy company. They're just trying to get people's data so they could sell it off. They're an advertising company. Most everybody in the industry knows this. I said, so what they do is they do the Zestimate. I said, their own CEO's home was off 40%. That's the CEO of the company. I said, they know it's highly inaccurate, but they don't care because they just want to get your data is what they're trying to do. So don't listen to Zillow or really any of these third-party websites, especially when it comes to home value. I said, if your home was in really, really good condition and it was completely remodeled from head to toe, I said everything done, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, all the inside, all the outside, the roof, the air conditioner. Maybe your home sells for $220 or $225 based on the area and the square footage, right? And he said, well, yeah. And I said, okay. I said, but Zillow doesn't know that. No one can know that. It's like calling a car dealership up and saying, hey, I own a car and this is the year, make, and model, and it's in okay condition. What's the value? They're going to say, we can't give you a value. You need to bring it in. We need to have our mechanics look at it. We need to look at the inside of the car, the outside of the car. Everything needs to be looked at, the Carfax report, etc. And I said, homes are no different. I said, there's a value range. I said, no one could really know that. So my advice to anybody is, I know you're trying to get a ballpark, but that's only what Zestimate or any of these companies are. They just give you a ballpark. You might as well just call a real estate agent, just call them up, and even if they were just going to send the information to you, you would be able to get a better ballpark on what your home's worth. Now, obviously, if you're thinking of selling it, you want a more accurate assessment of your home, they'll really need to come and take a look at it, and they'll really need to dig deep and analyze your home against other homes. There's a lot more into it. Just pulling stuff up, it could take me, if I do a good market analysis, it could literally take me a couple hours. not a problem, just on the numbers and everything else. So, but just call a real estate agent up, have them do a quick one for you if you want to get an idea of your home's value, certainly if you're planning on selling it. Don't go to Zillow's Zestimator, don't go to any of these third-party websites, because however they're pulling their information, their algorithms, whether it's based on active homes or sold homes or the county tax assessor or whatever, who knows. So anyhow, I hope this helps you, and just keep in mind, if you're in the Tampa Bay area and you're looking to sell your home, you contact me. I can get you a market analysis. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments below, or I'll put my contact information and you could contact me. I hope this helps. I don't mean to bag on Zillow on this stuff, but it really annoys me as a person and individual when they knowingly know their stuff is wrong and they keep on putting it out just to get people's data. It's just a little sleazy. So anyhow, hope this helps. Sorry to go off on a tangent. Have a great day, and I wish you the best of luck.